what's going on, you guys? Welcome. Today I want to go ahead and talk to you about martyrdom, because I know quite a few people that are like this, and I know some of you guys watching have people like this in your life. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Now, I want to start off by saying that I think for the most part, people are genuinely good and caring people that really want to help, but they don't necessarily have the bandwidth or the resources to quote unquote help you. But they like to act like they want to help you, or that they are helping you, just so that they not only look good to you, and to ensure that you don't have any kind of resentment or they don't want you to get upset with them, but they want to look a certain way to their peers, to their colleagues, to their friends. They don't want to look like a total chump. So part of me doesn't really blame people like that for wanting to become martyrs, you know. But here's the thing: why try and give what you don't have, right? And if you ever throw yourself into a situation like that, not only are you hurting yourself, but you're really hurting the person that you claim that you want to help, because that, you know, it doesn't matter if whatever question they might have, and you say yes or no, they're going to feel some type of way about you anyway. You know, I honestly think it's a whole lot easier for you to just say no. Hey, sorry, I can't help you. You know, like I have my mortgage this month. Me and my family were struggling to keep the lights on, and so, man, I really wish I could help, but you know, sorry, man. But good luck with everything. Very, very simple and to the point, and that's the end of the conversation, right? But no, there's a lot of people out there that try and put on this false image that they're Superman or that they're Batman, and they're trying to save the world, you know, and they want to help you. But I want to go ahead and switch this over to another societal issue that we've been facing for quite some time now, and that's that's the reality that most people just don't help each other anymore. People don't help other people. We're very selfish. We're very selfish as a country right now, and you can blame that on a variety of different things. A few that come to mind for me are the different ways that we get instant gratification, like, hey, are you hungry? Do you need to get dinner? Well, you don't need to stay at home and cook anything anymore, right? You don't have to go out in the woods and kill animals, right? Or have to go out and plant fruit trees, right? Grow your own fruit. You don't have to do any of that anymore. You can just sit at home. You can order Uber Eats, and someone will be at your door in at least a half an hour, right? Or you don't have to go inside of a restaurant anymore. You just go through the drive-through. Or you don't have to go to the store. You don't have to go to Lowe's anymore and pick up that tool set that you need for your house, to build your house. You can just order that on Amazon, and it'll be at your house in a couple days if you pay the extra $10 for the express mail or whatever it is. So anything that we want, we can get right at our fingertips, literally. But that wasn't necessarily the case 60 or 70 years ago. 60 or 70 years ago in this country, if your neighbor needed, I'm piggybacking off of what Dan Holloway keeps talking about, which is the fact that 100 years ago, that was never the case. If your neighbor needed help, if they needed help moving, you dropped whatever it is that you were doing at the moment, and you went to go help them. that's the one that's what he always brings up a lot on his podcast, Citizen, which I geek out on quite a bit. It's a really good podcast, just in case you guys are interested. But I wholeheartedly agree with him. We don't really help each other anymore, but we sure do like to pretend like we're helping each other, right? So that you don't look like the bad guy to the person that you're trying to help, or to the people that are watching you. It's really more about a reputation thing for most people. And again, this isn't an attempt to try and demean anybody or to try to put anybody down or call them pieces of shit. I just think it's people being human. You know, I think we all get caught up in the opinions of other people. You know, I think we all get caught up in our own narcissism, and that's what usually happens. But if you're somebody like that, and you know me personally, and I'm not naming names here, but for those of you that know me, that you know, maybe you've tried to help me in the past, which I really appreciate from the bottom of my heart. But it was usually the bare minimum, and then once you were done with the bare minimum, it was like, oh, you know, that guy's just a charity case, you know, and then I don't hear from you again. You know, if you're somebody like that doesn't recognize that, do not come up to me and say hi to me. If you see me at a beach or at a park or at a grocery store, do not walk up and say hi to me. If I don't get a call or a text, like, guys, it's super easy to reach out to somebody. Like, it really is that easy. You don't have to go to a phone attached to your wall in your house anymore. Like, you just grab your phone, text, DM, phone call, email, whatever it is that you have to do, whatever your preferred method is for contacting somebody. Like, you could do that very easily with me, but you don't. So why are you putting on this show and acting like you're doing me a huge favor, and then acting like you're still one of my homies by seeing me walk on the street and then flipping a U-turn to come and yell my name out through your car window when you don't really give a shit. If you don't recognize what you've been doing, you really don't give a shit. And look, that doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It just means that maybe right now you're not ready to accept the fact that maybe you're a little bit of a martyr, and that needs to change. And look, I've done that. I've done that plenty of times in my life, and usually I regret it, and usually I didn't really help that person that much. So just something to think about, guys. But anyway, I gotta get going. I gotta wrap up this episode, but I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, share it with your friends and your family if you think that they need to hear this too. Subscribe to me on YouTube at Collectively Fearless. Follow me on Instagram at @Matty_Ice, and as always, I will see you guys again next time.